Okay, so hello. We will wait for 3 more minutes, but while we wait, maybe you can move closer to the audience. So yes, please do that so that we are more compact and people who are getting late so they can go and not interfere. People who are getting late so they can go and not interfere. Okay, I think we can start. Please sit down. There were some technical issues, so if you hear what I'm saying after 30 seconds, we know we have a problem. But yeah, good evening, everyone. It's a new place. We never been here before, same as you. Thanks, Balcia. Huge thanks for making this happen. Who is first time here? Who doesn't know what's going to happen? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Geographically or physically?
Good. Yeah, in the city, yes. First time on the product meetup. Can we erase so I can count? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, quite many. Well, welcome. Hopefully you will enjoy. We have 2 great speakers today. One is Nauris, who's sitting right here. He will be the first one. And second, we will have Laura. I cannot see her here, but most probably she will come sometime later on. But yes, I'm already excited to hear what they're going to say, because I'm a bit biased. I've worked with both of these fantastic people, and that's why, yes, you're going to have a treat today. But we have an agenda today as well, and I have to say a bit more words why we organize this kind of events. We do it every second month, and the whole idea is to create a community so that you can meet great people, you can enjoy some snacks, have a chat, don't, be a lone wolf. Please socialize, speak, bump into each other and speak some ideas. This is why we do it. And yeah, we hope that something that Nauris or Laura will tell you today will be useful and you can apply it. Maybe if you have more questions, then reach out to them and ask something directly. I hope they will not mind. And of course, I would like to tell more about Chili Labs. So my name is Vyacheslav. I'm CEO of Chili Labs, and we do mobile apps for 8 years. 2 weeks ago, we had our 8th birthday. Sorry, no cake today. But yeah, we do it with native, with Flutter. We do all stages like design, the development, and many, many, many more. And the spoiler, we did app for Nauris and the app for Laura as well. So yes, as I said, we are a bit biased. And we are always looking for great people. And if you think that this is applicable to you, feel free to scan QR code or open the website and apply. And yes, or chat to me, to Lilian, or to many people who are here constantly, who are from Chili Labs, and they will tell you how it is, not from my words, but hear them out. So yes, let's go to agenda. We have first speaker. We will have him for an hour. So approximately the last 10 minutes or close to that, we will have a Q&A session. So if you have a question, please keep it till the end. And then, yeah, you will have a chance to do that. Then we will have 15 minutes break where we will socialize. And then we will have Laura speaking. And then we will have another 40 minutes of networking. So please don't run away and use this time just to chat with friendly people. Yeah, so Nauris, please.
Right.
Yes, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Vyacheslav. Hi everyone, it's great to see that these events happen. So yeah, this is first time when I'm a product meetup, but it's already 10th, so I'll do respect to the Chili Labs for organizing this. Today, let's talk about ideas, let's talk about innovation. I know that innovation is already buzz for some time and everyone is talking about it, so I will keep talking about it also today, so sorry. I will try to be as practical as possible because I don't like to think theoretically and just hypothetically, and that actually there's no something that you can take. So hopefully you will have some takeaways from this as well. Little bit about me. I don't know all of you, only actually few of you. So I have worked last 8-9 years in the fintech field, mainly in 2 companies in Twino for a long time, and also for DelfinGroup for the last 2 years. Before that, I also were working on the Riga Satiksme on a lot of interesting projects in IT field, also the intelligent vehicle systems and part of that. In parallel, somehow it happened that I started to do also some academical experience. A few years ago, I started to I created fintech course and performed it on the Banknote School. And this year already we advanced on the next level in the Riga Business School. We are creating fintech business education module. So that's something that you can look up. It's a Baltic Finance Center, which is creating education for fintech. So that's the new topic. And yeah, I like innovation. I like fintech especially, and I like to give back my knowledge, what I know, and hopefully it will be helpful to you. A little bit about the company which I represent. Most likely not everyone has heard about DelfinGroup, but then you go, oh yeah, Banknote, that's something maybe you have seen actually. What's that? Yeah, so Our biggest brand is Banknote. You can see it in a lot of corners in the Riga. So we are fintech, Latvian fintech company. We have three main business lines, the consumer lending, pawn lending, and the retail of pre-owned goods. So that's what we do. We are listed on the exchange, on Nasdaq exchange here in Baltic. We are one of the market leaders in the field of consumer and pawn lending. And we are actively starting to promote circular economy, which I will tell about a bit later. We want to be the flagship on who actually promotes the secondary life and extended life for used items. And yes, you can see we have a mobile app. We will see that a bit later as well, because I cannot say that without the guests here, without the host here. So our mission, just briefly, so actually what we're trying to achieve, we want to be the best place for financial services, for everyday financial services and sustainable consumption. And so there are two missions, what we do two things that we are trying to achieve. Currently, we are operating in Latvia mainly, but we started our operations in Lithuania end of the last year, and we plan to expand on Europe later, also in next years. That's a little bit about my company and myself. Now let's switch to innovation. So actually, where to start the innovation? That's most likely is question which everyone would like to know. Hopefully, I hope it will work. Yeah, so it's usually something that the company understands that we are behind the curve. We have to keep up with this, and there is some kind of trigger which says that okay, we have to innovate. So what to do? In DelfinGroup's case, it was that supervisory board understood that there is already business that has been around for 10 years, but not much has happened on the innovation side. And they looked for the person who can be a trigger and main driver for innovation. That's something that I saw as an opportunity for myself, and also a big potential for the company to come into the company and try to drive this innovation stream. That's why I'm here. Of course, there are a lot of obstacles, a lot of interesting lessons learned, and I will try to give you 5 lessons learned from my experience throughout this process, how to implement innovation in the company, which has been in the market for more than 10 years. So may the innovation be with all of you and me. So, continuing with the space or universe, that was actually the first thing which I created when I came into the company. I had to understand where company are, what is the status of the company. And this is a real Miro board where I created like DelfinGroup Innovation Universe with the main target to understand what we have, what we need to implement to actually what I have seen from the practice. I was very brutal about it. That's why actually I saw that we are not even average. We have to catch up with the average market. So I would say that now we are average market player. We are not yet the innovative organization. That's something that we will become only next year. And I wanted to set this mindset for everyone that, okay, yes, we know we are not the best, we are not the innovative, but that's something we will get over the years. And I created such board about the IT, about the data team, about the marketing, about the finance. So from all what I have seen in previous years, I just put my knowledge here. By my surprise, not a lot of these notes have actually been added afterwards. Mostly what has been happening that those become from to do to done. So all of those were like yellow first. So now this was updated something I think in the beginning of this year. So we have done quite a lot to move on, and this is something that keeps me grounded. How much we still have to do and what we can do about this. And here comes the first lesson learned, that there should be a supportive platform. There should be support from top management. Because if you kind of want to innovate and then someone says, okay, you will innovate, yeah, so start to innovate, and there is no like support or nothing, then that's fail already. So there should be infrastructure, there should be resources to actually start to foster the innovative thinking. And as this initiative to add chief innovation chief innovation officer position was from supervisory board, I felt a strong backing of that. And otherwise, I wouldn't be there for 2 years if I just kind of try to do something and there's no one who supports me. So I have support. I know that where we are, what is the current status. It's not really good, I will be honest. So we have to do a lot of work. So the next is, of course, what to do, how to do. So how to find the right process, how to innovate. Because the innovation could go either ways. And the first obvious idea was, okay, let's look the international experience, so what we can do. And I looked on innovation ISO standard 56002, which is in a nutshell, it's something like this. I thought, okay, this is great. Yeah, there is context of the organization. Yeah, there are issues, culture, collaboration makes sense. There should be leadership. That we should do some vision, strategy. Let's do that, and then let's do this small operations part and all that part. It seemed like a great framework. It didn't work. I went to the employees. I showed them the picture. This is what we will do. They say, okay, what is that? So. And then that's one thing that I understood that I have to explain in simpler terms. For me, it's quite clear, but for like everyday employees, it's not clear. So, okay, I took that as a feedback from the employees that this is something that they kind of look, yeah, it's very great, but I don't understand. Yeah, so let's move on. And I created the next version of the process. Which looks something like that. That's again, it's not very nice because it's my work in progress, the Miro board. So I created something bit more adjusted to our company, not only the standard from the international, yeah, but what could work in our company. Yeah? So here we can see that ideas can come from strategy, ideation, brainstorms, external, internal points. There are types of innovation like product, service, process, model, method. I will show actually example of each of them a bit later. Those all ideas come into the innovation or vision layer. I had a vision that we need innovation committee where there is people who actually decide, okay, this is good idea, this is bad idea, let's do this, approve or decline, and decide on the priorities. On the both sides, there is thesis about the innovation just to get everyone in the right mindset, so how we are doing innovation. And also we outline the barriers, so what may go wrong. And then there are some documentation package, okay, how we should do it, and there is documentation which you should submit to the innovation committee, and then it's very bureaucratic. It looks bureaucratic, actually it was much easier. Yeah. Also, what I wanted that we actually split how much we are doing the incremental innovation, how much we are doing adjacent innovation, and how much we are doing transformatory innovation. And so it's like 70-20. So incremental, it's that something that you do over a few weeks. Adjacent, it's something that it's a project-based, and transformation, it changes your business totally. Yeah. And then from this, there are separate flows. Yeah, then incremental, it's the like usual. It could be sprint, it could be quarter, it could be months, it could be something like that. There is like Kanban or Scrum, whatever. Project management, there is some kind of project management. And one idea was also to create actually research and development, which is more like the long shot ideas, which we should also do. As you can see that it's not filled. Actually, we have this flow, but it's not here yet. And then, of course, there are tools who support that and metrics, how we measure that. Quite a lot, but it was much better to explain because I had to explain the innovation layer only to the one part of the company, execution layer, some separate parts for other part of the company. Yeah? So it failed. Again, it's too complicated. The last approach which currently we are using, it's simpler. It's something like this. It's something similar like in previous, just not so much boxes and information. Yeah? So still the input is strategy, brainstorms, external, internal. It all comes to we are using Asana for this. Yeah? So it comes to the project, and then we just split into the roads and in processes like experiments, roadmaps, projects, new business line or research and development, and then only part of the company. Okay, this is quite simple. Everyone looks on that. It's quite understandable. And this is something that we are keeping now. Still, you can see this line. These are two parts which are still struggling, so it's not so easy to implement R&D and new business lines. But these things are something that we are actually doing quite a lot as a routine work. Yeah? So we are experimenting, we are creating roadmaps for next quarter, and we are doing projects. So lesson learned. Second one, culture. Nothing new. Culture is the backbone of any process. So if you don't have the culture which supports and enables these processes, then that will be an issue for you. Then again, there are several culture approaches. Here you can see few of them, and there are no one which is like will guarantee you the innovation. Yeah? So you can see the Google culture, you can see the 3M culture, you can see the Apple culture. Yeah? So none of them guarantees that if you will work in a garage that you will innovate, or you will work on Google's office you will innovate, or if you will have the chemistry lab that you will create great innovations. Yeah? So still it means that it's a long-term commitment. There is no guarantee of success. That's something that management has to understand. So managers, if you put your money on the innovation, don't expect returns in the short term. You may be lucky, but usually not. And there is patience and persistence needed to keep on. Let's try, let's small things, bigger things, and let's try doing that. In my case, as a company was not in the mood of innovation and the culture was not there, so my choice was to lead by example. So to be the main driver, to show things, how to do, how to think about innovation, explain that. So I was setting the pace. So let's do how fast we are doing experiments, how fast we are doing some projects, how we are doing. I tried to be hands-on as much as possible. Guntis will not allow me to lie. I was testing application myself. I was reporting bugs, fixing, testing, doing all, because I was into that, and I tried to drag also the team with me. So yeah, I was trying to inspire others by putting quite a high quality this barrier, so that we will not be mediocre, we will not be average, we will try to our best. I was trying to change the things how team sees how it should happen. So but not like because I said so, but just showing why it's better, or why it's different, or why we should do like that. And my main approach is that I'm leading with actions. I'm not trying to convince. I'm trying actually, let's do this. Not just talking about it or saying who will do that. Yeah. So, and for this, I'm not sure that who has seen this movie yet. It's quite a tough one about the Vietnam War, but there is this general who said that he will be the first on the field and last on the field. And that's my approach, that I will be first on the field and last off the field. Yeah. So just to lead, that I'm ready to go with my team or whatever it takes, and I will not back off. Yeah. So, and that has over two years now I have worked in this, and I see that the dynamic in company has changed. So they are ready, they are thinking a bit more different, but we will get there. So it's still not where I want to see the team there. Third, lesson learned. Even in challenging environments, most of you most likely also have a lot of challenges in companies. The proactive leadership, it means proactive, it's not that you are talking much, but actually doing much, can spark a significant innovation. And so even though there is limitations, if you lead by example, if you are hands-on, if you are actions-based, then you will inspire your team and you will actually motivate yourself to move on and do things. The next is, let's share some wisdom from fruit company. Yeah, so they have done great in the last 20 years or so. Apple believes that delivering high quality products always beat MVPs, so it goes totally against the agile. I had a discussion with the agile experts, but Apple can allow that. Yeah, so they have their brand, to protect. They are known for quality, so that's their mantra. They don't want to create fast MVPs. May not be applicable for most of the companies in the world. Yeah, so The second is that internal expert design reviews provide so much more value than external customer feedback. So trust your employees, they will give you more feedback. And the external feedback could create too much noise. Again, bit counterintuitive because everyone is trying to talk with clients, getting feedback and so on. Yeah, so that's something that you should do. That's not my mantra. So also we are talking with clients. Yeah, but one which I want to maybe talk a bit more is the third one. The top-down decision making is much better and faster than creating consensus. And it is especially important in the companies which are not innovative mindset driven. This was my first mistake. I thought that I will just gather everything together. Let's talk, let's brainstorm, let's create great ideas, and then let's go and implement. And I tried one time, second time, and there are no ideas. I cannot get out the ideas of them. I'm just thinking, okay, I can sit with CEO and think much better ideas than this, than creating consensus. Yeah? So, and this is something that I tried to apply in this, because it's not my belief, because I want the team is involved and create this consensus, but there are situations when it's not possible. So when you have to be brutal about this, okay, let's take the top down till company is ready to actually create consensus from bottom. And there are some pluses and some minuses. Yeah? The pluses are speed and efficiency, because the only decision maker are you. So let's do like this. So let's not create like 3 meetings to discuss the design, everything. I said this, okay, let's do that. The next is there's clear vision and direction, because again, it's you who are creating, or some small amount of people who are creating this. And there is strong leadership and accountability, because yeah, that's something that we decided, let's do it. So there is no one else accountable, or no one else is responsible for that. The minuses you have to evaluate, because those are also strong minuses. The limited employee input will create no engagement, so that's an issue. So you have to see where your company. There are potential for bottlenecks, because if you have to decide everything, then there are not enough hours per day to decide all the things you need to decide. And the biggest of all is the risk of disconnect, that you will just think, okay, we are doing great project and great product, and then someone just said, okay, this is shit, what you are doing actually. So there is a lot of risks on that. So I tried to mix kind of it was still top-down approach, so 4th lesson learned. It's still top-down approach. It can lead to rapid innovation because it's much faster. But there are a lot of buts as well. Yeah? So it should be applied smart, because there are sometimes when you can actually try to build this consensus, sometimes when you can just drive the top-down decision. Yeah? So you have to know your team, you have to know your people, you have to know where to do what. Moving on, yeah. So in the last few years, we have done quite a lot of innovations or some feature advancements. This is again work in progress, not very beautiful, but this is how I try to keep track record of what we have implemented in our product lines. Yeah, so, for example, here we can see consumer loan product line. Yeah, so new mobile app. Yeah. And this is the e-commerce site, yeah, so where it's some things are still in progress, so it's not that visible here. The gray ones are that's something that is in progress, and the black ones something that we have implemented. And my idea why I created this was just to show everyone how we are evolving over the time, because usually you are just delivering, and you actually don't know how much you have delivered. So I wanted very visual aspect of that to show, okay, actually in the last half a year or year we have done a lot of great things. Here they are, yeah, and there are again incremental, which is the roadmap based, and what we have done like smaller features, and there are some adjacent, which is like bigger projects. So we are still moving on. So this is just to keep us grounded from one side, that we have still road to go. At the other side, we have done a great job and we have implemented things. Moving to what we have implemented, and some examples of what I previously said from each of the innovation types. I will start with method innovation. What we did, we rebuilt our mobile app. The previous one was, I'm sorry, disgusting. Yeah, that was something that I came in, okay, no, please don't show me this. Yeah. I'll do respect the people who tried to implement it, but it wasn't a good idea. So we actually took the professionals here and implemented totally new mobile app. We didn't even think about to try to build the same app. It was totally new app. And this was just deleted. I think a few weeks ago we even deleted the repositories not to think about it anymore. When we did this, we didn't change the functionality. It was like the functionality-wise, it was one-to-one. Yeah. So there was nothing like that. We enhanced it a lot at the moment of the launch. What we saw actually was that how much the method can impact the user engagement. This is installed audience in Google Play, so I was too lazy to put also the App Store, but the Google Play shows the trend. Yeah, so here we can see this is here when we launched our app. Yeah, so you can see the releases which has been done over the last. So we released at the end of October last year. There was some strange actually uptrend already but we have grown significantly. That I think it was 3 something 4. It's like 50% growth over this time. Here you can see the drop because Google Play just kicked us out of the Google Store for some reason, which we were trying to solve for I think a month. Yeah, and then it was just one wrong checkbox in the filling all the application, and yeah, that was quite a drop there, but then we gained back the users. So the method innovation, how you do things, how you offer things to your customers, that's something that changes also perspective about yourself. Then based on this, that we had this cool new mobile app, we actually kept building on that, and we did a product innovation. It's a credit line with virtual card. That's something that wouldn't be possible without the previous innovation, the method innovation, because I wouldn't try to build something like that into the old mobile app. It would be just nightmare. So we created a totally new product. We added in our product line, and through the mobile app, we created the option that average loan application fill time, it's approximately 3 minutes. So just to start from beginning to end, the 97% who start to apply, they finish. So the user interface was so good that they just next, finish. Okay, I have submitted application. Then in 20 seconds, they receive the evaluation of if their application is approved or rejected. And if everything goes fine, then the sunny day scenario is that when you start the application till you get the money or card, it's like 5-minute job for you. Yeah? So you just start, and 5 minutes you have either money in your bank account, or you have a card which you can add to the Apple Pay or Google Pay or withdraw to bank account. Yeah? So this just unlocked for us totally new opportunities which we didn't have before. Yeah, so we could do that also on the web application, but then again, who wants to add Apple Pay from web application? It's somehow messy. It could be done, but yeah. So that's the product innovation which we did. It took for us 4 or 5 months to do that, and I was very hands-on. I was testing, working, checking, going through the Apple Pay certification. Someone has went through that Apple Pay. It's a nightmare to go through that certification, right? Google, it was easy, like just to fill in some applications because they're part of the Apple Pay. 800 test scenarios from Apple, crazy. Yeah, but we did that. The next thing which we launched quite recently, it's a service innovation. We created totally new service, digital pawn shop. That's something that is unique in Europe and actually in the world, because there are not much of such kind of services provided to the clients. So how it works is that old way was that you have to go to the physical branch, you wait in the queue, submit application, item for appraisal, then you get then you can get the loan. Yeah. The new way is that you short online form, then you just get the pre-offer of your item appraisal, and you can decide you want to do something or not. In old way, you had to bring this physical item, so you had to take your washing machine and then go to the branch. So here you can actually, in the new way, you cannot send it to the parcel machine still, but you can at least get the evaluation. But you can actually send your old iPhone and just sell it to us, so we can refurbish it, and I will tell about the business line a bit later. Or you can receive final rating and decide about the remote transaction. You don't actually have to go to the branch at all, so you can do all remotely. If it goes to the parcel machine, then you can send everything for selling us or pawning us in remotely. And then money usually was paid out in the cash in the branch. In the new way, it's transferred instantly to your bank account. So totally new service. Totally new service, not only in Latvia, totally new service in Europe and other regions as well. The next type of innovation, the process innovation. This is something that we are still work in progress. So this is like a sneak peek for our future. Don't take the photos because there will be more text yet. So we are doing AI enhancement. We are implementing tool how to enhance information in your e-commerce site. And there are three aspects, actually 4 aspects of that. The first is personalized item description based on customer data. I will show it later how it is meant to work. The next is that we are personalizing attributes of item based on the item type. So those who work on the e-commerce knows that if you have to kind of like register a new item, you have to know attributes, you have to enter them, and then there are filters and all that. We are doing all that extraction by AI. So for example, I say I have the iPhone 15, and it will extract all the attributes and generate text about it. So humans don't have to interact at all with that. So, and the next part of it is that, this is that part. And the next is that personalized recommendations based on the customer behavior. That's not something new actually, because there are recommendations, but those recommendations are based on the rules. So someone just write the rules. All recommendations will be based on the AI's perspective. So how AI thinks which could be the next thing that you would like to buy. So that's a bit different prediction approach, and that will be there. And then one thing which we also are quite excited, not sure that it will be useful, but we are excited about it. It's a shopping assistant where you can just like ChatGPT, I need a new phone, I like big screens, and it will just offer you the best of our assortment. What could you like? And we tested it with interesting scenario. We tested in the back end, I like to buy phone for my children. And the interesting thing that it found in our assortment, not only mobile phones, but also the watches which could be used. So it understood the context, not only the mobile phones you want, actually you want something that can communicate with your children, wants to communicate with you, or just messaging. So it gives bigger perspective. And on the process, this is the part of the text, because I just put it bigger. So the idea is that, for example, if based on Google Analytics, we see that this is a person who is 25, 30 years old, we give a bit more tech-savvy description. If we see that it's, let's say, senior, 60, 65, we give it a bit more simple wording there in description. And that's intelligence, how to try to just explain the same item based on the type of the person who has come to the page. So, and I see this a lot of potential, because usually that's interesting to see that this text is customized for you as a person, not like generic text for all. So maybe for seniors, one UI Core 5 will say nothing. For Gen Z, it's one UI Core 4 or 5. That's cool. So that's something that we also are doing. And then the last and the most complicated from innovation perspective is a business model innovation. And also one thing which is coming soon from our side is refurbished item business line. This is the overall circular vision for electronics. So how we can reuse the electronics, just extend the value chain for it. And so that you can use some parts of some broken phones. You can put it somewhere else. You can do end of life, just scrap metal and so on. And then one part is actually life extension, and that's the part which we will focus. We will focus to give second life to the, we start with mobile phones, then we will go to the laptops, so that the people who don't need anymore their old phones, they can just sell it to us. We will refurbish. We will, based on the manufacturer's recommendations, repair it and put it in the nice box, clean it and do all that, put it in a nice box and resell in the secondary market. That's how we intend to. We already have a lot of mobile phones. Mobile phones is one of the biggest, which actually the pre-owned items which we are receiving. So we are receiving a lot of them. Currently, we are not doing this part. This is not us yet, yeah. So, but we will do the checks. We will do the certification. We will do the sensor checks. We have technology which you can check all of the sensors and get, I think, 50 parameters about what's wrong with the phone or what's right with the phone. Then put into the nice banknote, the box, and put it out for the sale. So that's something that we intend to implement in the market soon as well. LMT actually launched it recently. I was quite pissed about that because they're doing the same what we try to do. But okay, it's a competition. Ciao. So to just sum up, I'm almost in time. Lesson learned 1. You need a supportive platform. You need support from the top management, from supervisory board, management board, whatever. Otherwise, the innovation will not work. If you will say someone just sit there and innovate, it will not happen. The lesson learned number 2 is that culture is a backbone, but then again, there are different kind of cultures, and you can decide which fits the most for your company. In my case, it was lead by example culture. The third is that this lead by example, it can actually enable a lot of innovation. It can, even if you see that there is no use of that, it still works, and it will inspire your team. And the top-down approach could work if there are no innovative mindset in company, but still apply it smart, because it can fire back quite bad. Yeah? So it should be applied smart. And lesson learned number 5. To innovate, you don't need perfect process, culture, resources, infrastructure. You just need to start. Whatever is there, you just need to start, and you will see where it will lead you. As you see from my experience, we tried different processes, we tried different approaches, we tried different teams, everything, but our main success was that we actually started. And just to finish my presentation, I think this is a quite good reference on the movie. Yeah? So if you build it, they will come. So also you may be in the cornfield alone trying to innovate, but if you will actually start to do it, then they will come and they will start to innovate as well. Thank you very much. I hope it was good.
Okay.
If there are questions.
That is great. This one, right? Oh, okay. Different one, yes. Let's start.
There is a saying, culture follows structure. What kind of structural changes, systemic changes you have made? Amazing job, by the way.
Yeah, we have 2 challenges in the structural changes. The one challenge is that we are growing fast. We have grown like 3 times in the past 3 years. So it means the one that we have to restructure to support our growth without innovation even, yeah? So just the business growth. The second is that we had to change the team members, because there was clearly blockers, and I was not afraid of that. So my saying is that if you are dealt with bad cards, then just fold and take a new cards. Yeah? So, and if you cannot reach the goals which you want to reach, then just look on that. So we had to make some changes, but organizationally, actually, the growth was something that enabled us, or not able, actually pushed us to change. I hope that answers.
Right, great. Yeah, one more.
You mentioned a story where you tried to innovate a bottom-up approach and it didn't work. So my question is, how many people did you try to bring together for innovation?
It was not that I bring like 100 people together and then try to get consensus. It was different teams. So there are like several streams of the people, several projects and experiments. And I tried to put together different teams. Some teams actually could build that consensus, but most of them couldn't. So mostly it was 5, 6, 7, not more. Yeah.
And then, how many of them did use your product before as users?
As users?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Maybe 50%, which I know. So not all of them.
So mature just as maybe some people who are not users of the system or your product, it's hard to innovate for them.
Yeah,
in such a
there is this
situation.
bias issue because usually those people, even if they don't use, they build the product. So they know, actually they know very well the product, but they know from like different side of that, from different angle. Yeah, and this bias issue is something that I'm not sure that Laura will tell about innovation sprint. You will tell about innovation sprint? Yeah, okay, so she will show because they are doing it with better style. We are doing the same. We are actually bringing together people to innovate and in the teams, but Laura will tell about the approach. We are doing the same, just not that cool.
Okay, thanks.
We have time for one more. Do we have? All right. So
I guess this slide, eh?
yes. Thank you,
Thank you.
Nauris. It was really cool. It is. Yes. So we have 15 minutes. If you were too shy to ask your questions, Nauris is still here. Yeah. Please go ahead and ask him. And yeah, let's have 15 minutes break, and then we will have Laura. Just Jā, parasti tā. Okay. Artyom! Okay. Okay, everybody ready? We have Laura from amazing company Balcia doing amazing things. The floor is yours. Please welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for invitation. So go big or before we go big and go bold. Let's start from the start. So those who already followed event posts, they know I'm into snowboarding and following football topic. But however, this story also starts with me. Somehow, all the time landing in those industries which are. Okay.
Okay, something went wrong.
Should I start from beginning? No, okay. Okay, yeah. So, about me. So, I have 4 times in my life, I have started everything from scratch. And actually, I love it. I somehow managed to land in all the time in industries which are experiencing a significant change. First time I landed in journalism, and I have to admit that I hadn't written a lot of essays in my secondary school at the time. My grandmother did that for me. But somehow I landed in journalism, and I was among first experienced journalism going digital. The next challenge was in beer industry, advocating for a craft beer becoming a mass product. And then I witnessed the rising era of fintech. And now, doing my best to change the whole insurance industry from traditional player to Insurtech with Balcia as a frontrunner. But before we move further, you might ask what Insurtech is. And on my view, Insurtech is using modern technologies and modern communication means to make insurance better for customer by customized and personalized products and services, still staying flexible in a fast-moving world. Yeah, and in 2020, no, actually. At the end of 2020, a very important decision was made for the future of Balcia history. So our stakeholders decided to totally change the strategy, going digital. Then on 2022, we launched our innovation strategy. And now, as you can see in the slides, our innovation strategy focused on 7 main pillars. So we are focusing on excellent customer service, on personalized products, on being agile, and in the same time, let's say, listening what our target audience is saying and introducing it into our products and communication. Today, I will focus more on 4 areas from this, let's say, strategy wheel, as these are more closer to my heart. So I will speak about digital dialogue with our customers. I will also share some stories about how we develop personalized products, how we increase customer service and customer experience, and last but not least, I will also talk about innovation culture, because I think all of you will agree that this is a fundament for successful innovation in the company. So, and if you have a question, is this strategy working? As you know, it's just 1 year alive. I will start with sharing some achievements we are practically very proud of. So first, thanks to our new approach, we managed to enter Estonian market in just 19 days. So imagine, from the decision to enter in another geography till the moment when we opened office and acquired all the necessary documents and licensings according to the regulator, because we are a regulated company, it took just 3 months. Another milestone we are very particularly proud of is our global mobile app we launched in 6 months, and with our beloved partners, of course, Chili Lab. And of course, 6 months, it's really, on our opinion, it's a really fast innovation. And of course, it was not just only about developing an app. It was also, in parallel, we were working on a global marketing strategy on how we will roll out our mobile application and that. So actually, I was listening to Nauris' presentation, and I understood that our app will celebrate first anniversary on 19th of July. So, so it's really fresh. And last but not least, in 2 months, we managed to launch our career page. It might seem, what's career page? It's not nothing very complicated, but actually it is quite a lot of work to do, starting from creating overall concept, content, developing a web page, and afterwards adapting it into 5 languages. So it's hell of a work, and we managed to do it in 2 months. But let's look a little bit back on our transformation journey. So how it started. So first of all, we redefined our target audience, and I would say we took quite a risky approach, as we said that that our target audience will be Gen Z. And it might sound as a crazy idea, because broadly speaking, Gen Z has never given an insurance a second thought. However, it is investment in future, because as you know, Gen Z is considered to be one of the most loyal audiences currently. And secondly, even without buying an insurance product, Gen Z can serve as a very good opinion leader and help to take decisions to guess who? Their parents, who are mainly millennials. So this was actually a deal breaker for us as we changed completely our target audience from basically millennials and older to Gen Z. We also understood that we need to rebuild and refresh all our marketing strategy, marketing communication, and everything. So our brand also experienced quite a big of changes. It became more rebellious, more colorful, more brave, much braver as it was before. And last but not least, of course, we also understood that we should put a lot of emphasis on community, on communication with the community, with our target audience, with customers, and also internally. So actually, this change also helped us internally improve our engagement and internal collaboration. And at the end, it appears that it's not so bad with this Gen Z, yeah, because after those changes was, let's say, executed, we noticed, we understood that the Gen Z database or user base for Balcia increased by 16%, while overall brand awareness experienced a significant increase. And yeah, so together with sales as well. So it was a successful move. And yeah, and as a cherry on the top, we received the bravest brand award in insurance industry. And we were ranked #2 in finance just after international unicorn Revolut. But now let's dig into personalized insurance products. So our approach is, we approach this area from two potential angles. So one angle is to develop personalized products for a wider audience. So we study the audience and we introduce in the market innovative product. Another angle is really personalized insurance product on an individual level. And thanks to this, let's say, wider audience and some researches that we did, we launched in the market City Combo Insurance. Imagine this is one insurance for all your mobility vehicles, bicycle, scooter, snowboard, you name it. And that's not all. Actually, this insurance is covering the entire family. And even now, after, I don't know, 2 years after the product has been launched or in the market, even now we receive questions from our customers. Is it really possible that one insurance can cover like entire my family and all those vehicles which I have? And yes, that's a fact. Another example is accident insurance policy we launched for those who love extreme thrills. And you can imagine that for insurance industry, the traditional insurance industries, they do utmost to get rid of those, let's say, clients who might who has a higher risk to apply for a claim. But we launched this product with a huge success. And also, it's not only about the product, it's about, of course, how we communicate everything to our target audience. So what we did is that we, let's say, rebuild from scratch terms and conditions or all the documentation which is kind of linked with insurance products. So we made it easy, understandable, also visually appealing, so that it is also understandable for those who are not insurance pro. And also we set this internal rules that whatever documents we create and which are linked with insurance products, they cannot exceed 10 pages. And here actually this is an evidence that we are not thinking just about those pages or numbers, yes, but it's actually also important for us to have as minimum exceptions in our insurance products as possible. And next is, as I said, so from this personalized product as a perspective, we are looking into two dimensions, and another dimension is those can we create a personalized product on an individual level? This was question to ourselves, and we found an answer. So we partner with a, let's say, data science company, and implemented a AI tool which allowed us to analyze 800 parameters while calculating your casco price. Like in the regular situation, it would be 50 parameters, but with this AI modeling tool, we were able to analyze 800 parameters. And what we understood from all those data is that actually all the accidents, unfortunately, in majority cases, they happened near your location where you live, near your house, rather than far away. So this is also, of course, what we take into account when calculating price. So we analyze traffic situation near your house. We analyze how often accidents happen there, how many injuries are, and things like that. And of course, on top of that, we also analyze drivers' behaviors, such as penalty points on everything like that. And so although currently casco pricing is not calculated and impacted by color of the car yet, but it is impacted by your location, where you live. It's impacted by drivers' behavior, and it's also impacted by 800 more parameters. And as a result, we understood that this approach worked, and actually 60% of our customers experience price increase for their casco. yeah, some, unfortunately, some experience also a price increase, of course. But as you can see also in the picture, so it was a win-win situation. So 60% experience price decrease, while our business grew by 23%. And as a super positive side effect of all this exercise we went through is our feature in our mobile app. This is road safety risk report. You can actually download, scan the QR code and download it. So basically in our app, you can enter address, I don't know, where you live or whatever address you are interested in, and you will be able to also to see the pattern of let's say safety or road safety near your location. Well, so we also while launching our innovation strategy, we decided that our approach will be mobile first. So that means that last year we did utmost to launch our mobile app, our global mobile app. But of course, for us it was very important that it is not just another app, because there is some insurance apps already in the market. But it was very important to really launch app which is user friendly and easy to use. And yeah, and not only another innovation app, it was very not innovation insurance app. It was actually very important that our application envisions all our vision that this app is like a lifestyle companion for you. So what does it mean? That means that you can buy easy purchase insurance in our app. You can submit claims seamlessly. You can engage with some engagement activities, some gamification elements, and you can get some personalized offers in our app. And I guess it worked, because currently, as you also can see, so we are very proud that we are the highest ranked mobile application on insurance universe, at least in Baltics, and of course we are not stopping there. And yes, this is as I said, we are not stopping there, and I think that with our app, it's like Latvians have the saying that Riga will never be ready. Then I think our app also will never be ready. But that's the coolest part, because you can also see from the roadmaps that of course we are planning to introduce new products in our app and innovate also on a product from product perspective. But new features is something which is really currently in our focus. So offering our customers loyalty options, offering our customers new gamification activities and things like that. And as of evidence of our hard work, we recently received actually a gold award in the Baltic e-commerce award in a large company category. So as I said, our app it's not even 1 year old, but we have already gold medal. It's like in Olympics, and we are really proud of this, as we really compete with a big e-commerce like superstars. So really thanks once again to our partners, Chili Lab, with whom together we created app with this very high level customer experience and user experience. And as I said in the beginning, so our approach was definitely mobile first. So mobile will be something on what we will focus on. And we were upon of our mobile application launch, we saw that of course it might cannibalize some of our website sales. But actually the outcome was completely different. Our mobile app brought us additional incremental sales. So web sales continued to improve, and mobile sales was something on top. And with that, we understood that actually we need to adapt a bit our strategy. So we understood that also web channel is still very important, and especially actually in Latvia and Lithuania. As I said, we recently entered Estonian market, and we can see really positive signs on how this nation is really digitally savvy, tech savvy, because our superstar Latvia, which has always been among our countries, showed the best e-commerce results. Estonia is already so close. So yeah, so that's some learnings, and what we understood that definitely we need to continue to focus also on web. So currently we are working on uplifting our product page. We are constantly improving purchase step in our website as well, and of course improving our claims experience in web. Additionally to that, we have also designed our direct marketing strategy, which is actually very important for success of our e-commerce sales. And again, so we actually listened to what our target audience said. So our focus areas in our direct marketing strategy is through personalization. So we understood that our customers, they need this personal approach, and sometimes we approach them not on behalf of the company, but for example on behalf of some company spokesperson or etc. Our audience also wants to have this humanized touch in everything we do. Therefore, also in our direct communication, we use like really simple language. We share some case studies, some emotions, some statistics. And last but not least, we are constantly, let's say, we are not afraid to fail. We constantly try. If something is not working, that's okay. We try some other angle. And yeah, so we have different newsletters, and again we test which is the best let's say visual identity for our customers. So we use email newsletters. We also use push notifications. Also, so for those who has already Balcia app, you can see also that we have in-app world, if I may say so, and events you can really follow and get some inspiration there. And actually, here I just wanted to share that very interesting that the best sales come. What we experience from direct communication is that when you send some, I don't know, oh, you have got some super sales offer, or you have promo code or everything. No, and I cannot say nothing happens, but the best contribution comes from really messages which is showing care. For example, if you can see on this slide, like when there was a very, sorry to say, shitty weather and slippery roads, we just sent a push notification to our customers. Or recently the storm came, we also say, hey, be safe, and this is something which speaks to our target audience the best. And yeah, so all this combination has let's say, with all this combination, we have managed to let's say to achieve our target from communication send till the moment you decide what insurance you need and rate Balcia app with 5 stars. It takes just a couple of minutes, and in this picture actually you can see real life example with a Casco insurance. So 8 minutes from the time when you receive your email or SMS, read it through and decide what you need, just 8 minutes. So it works. And I think that all of you will agree that behind every innovation is people. So definitely, without people and without innovation culture, nothing what I shared before would be possible. So yeah, it's as Nauris already said, it is not an easy to build innovation culture. It's not an easy at all, especially in a company who has already some history, some experiences, some processes, but very brave. So first of all, we embrace a startup vibe across our company, and once again, I want to highlight that we are a regulated company. So that's not so easy. We cannot just, to do everything as we want. There is still some guidelines and procedures we should follow. We are not afraid of cooperating with startups. Actually, this is a success to really try new innovative things with companies who is really focused on one thing where they are particularly good at. Another thing is that we really embrace a horizontal organization. Currently, Balcia has more than 300 employees, but we are really very, very horizontal. So that this is, first of all, showing that everybody is equal here, so everybody can take and this has helped us to embrace this responsibility culture. So basically, I'm responsible for my area. I should do it, and I will move it further, and nobody will come and ask what you should do or why you have not done it. So that's really very important. But again, of course, it's not easy. Yes, for example, for me, I'm in Balcia responsible for marketing, HR, administration, digital sales. So you can imagine how many of those boxes I have to whom to who to engage, to motivate, and etc. And last but not least, of course, our rebrand helped us also internally, as I shared before. So we totally rebuild our tone of voice, our visual identity, our branding, and of course it was also embraced here internally in Balcia. And to sum this up, we are really, and I hope you have noticed it, we are challengers of the market. We really challenge status quo, and this is in our blood somehow. And we always challenge those outdated methods or things like that. And and here next is a video I wanted to share about innovation sprint. Because yes, so I wanted to share this as one of the real successes of our company. We cooperated with innovation agency Helve, and through this 3-day innovation sprint, we managed to. It's okay. Everything okay? Okay. Oh. Let's try? Yeah, there's no sound.
Yeah.
Okay. After the live will be ended, I will show you the video. But the main learning is that, again, and this relates with what I said. We are really open to cooperate with experts in a field, and Helve is innovation agency Helve. They are really good at what they are doing. So together with them, we executed the first innovation sprint in Balcia, and there will definitely be more. So we gathered 5 international teams by 6 people, so all together like 30 people, 5 teams. They worked together for 3 days. 5 pilots were made, and two of them are currently, well, let's say, in a next. We will move to the next implementation stage. So this was really very important milestone in our innovation culture as such, in building our innovation culture, because even though that, for example, one team was not very successful in creating something, it changed their minds. They somehow understood how that those ideas that they spark and that there is something into it, and imagine those 30 employees. It's like 10% from all of our employees. With those sparkling eyes, they go to their teams and they share this success. So I'm really looking forward to the next sprint, which most probably will be somewhere in end of year, because I believe it should be even a bigger success. And yeah, so last but not least, with this innovation culture change, we also understood that we need to change our employer brand as we experience that, you know, yes, we are a bunch of innovation professionals here, but we want to innovate, we want to grow. So what we understood that we need to also expand our competencies in Balcia, so we need to onboard experts from different industries, such as with startup-related, fintechs, e-commerce, and etc. So in parallel of what I shared, also our people and culture team, together with marketing, of course, work a lot to build our new employer brand. So we launched a career page, already talk about, and yeah, it was also really a success. Currently, we still experience a huge interest from our target industries of working in Balcia. We have managed also to decrease talent acquisition time, and it's all, let's say, related together with this overall strategy change and also some of course some tactical steps what we have experienced. And now I actually wanted to share again a very nice video, but it will not be visible. Yes. It's actually a wrap-up video of what I said, because, you know, I spoke here for 30 minutes, and the wrap-up video, it's in 2 minutes in a very brilliant way. You could see what I wanted to share with you. But if it's not possible, then it's actually almost the end of my presentation. Something happened.
The existing one created more hassle and problems than solutions, and restricted more than inspired.
It's actually a wrap-up video of what I
Providing
said,
very
because, you know,
innovative concept.
Okay, maybe we can turn it on a bit later.
Yeah. No. Yes. So to wrap it all up, in 2016, when I joined fintech company, I was responsible for international communication. And at that time, I remember that everybody was laughing a bit about fintech. So what those fintechs, they are so small, they will not change the world. But as you know, completely opposite happened. But now with insurance, it's a bit different. Everybody believes that Insurtech, this is a future, and now it's actually the question of how fast you will be there. So thank you very much for your attention, and yeah.
Do we have any questions? Yes. So, questions? Anyone? Yes, sure. Let me grab a microphone. It's here. Yeah. Sorry.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for the presentation and inspiring how you're trying to attract young people. I think I'm the one who I can say that I represent Gen Z, and I definitely can say that I'm ensuring everything for myself and family. But maybe you can share a bit of the challenges in between this, like a boost year. What was the hardest thing what you experienced in the company, I don't know, with the technology or something? What was the thing you had to experience to be where you are now?
Yeah, first of all, the biggest challenge was that we needed a change, and this change was needed everywhere. In every, if you remember this innovation like a circle or our innovation strategy, so we needed to change how we talk with our audience. We needed to improve customer experience, our digital channels, everything should be done in the same time. So that definitely was the biggest challenge. Also, for us, similarly, what Nauris said, it is very, very important if, let's say, the first persons in company is on board and they support you. And in this situation, our horizontal structure helped us a lot, because the board is really hands-on and into business, and Vyacheslav will confirm that while we were building our mobile application, our CEO was very actively involved in the process. Yeah, so this is definitely very important. If you are if you experience so dramatic change, it's very important that everybody is on the same place. And also, of course, it is important to make right decisions, and also sometimes to write something off, which has been created before, because also a story with a mobile app. Before we started to cooperate with Chili Lab, we had already a partner in place, and there have been some work have been done already. But actually we understood that we need a bit different vibe, and our strategic decision was that, okay, we will just write off what has been done, and we will try again. And this is very important to also to cultivate this internal culture that we are not afraid to fail, yes, and we are not afraid to commit that, okay, this doesn't work, and let's do it differently. And of course, also, if we speak about Gen Z and millennials, and who is buying insurance or who doesn't buy, who has more in their pockets and everything, of course, it is also a bit scary, yes, to say, okay, this will be. Gen Z will be just on what we will focus, but now looking back, of course, definitely I can see that this has been the right decision. It also allowed us to be different in the market, not just different of what we do, but really also from visual look to be different.
Cool. Great. One more, just a second. Yes.
So I'm quite curious about innovation sprints, what you had. Can you tell me a little bit more about who had this idea? How did you bring those sprints into company? How did employees react to that? And also, what is like the main benefits you gained? You mentioned some, but maybe there is more. And how do you use that? Do you use anything you learned in the sprint in between when you are not collaborating with Helle?
Yeah, so it's first of all, sprints is very fresh, so it happened like a couple of weeks ago. But how we landed with this idea, so it was joint board decision and commitment, and as I said, we are really kind of hands-on board members. And me responsible for digital area, and Ilgvers, who is responsible for tech. We were like those ambassadors to that this is something what we definitely need to do. We need to try. And of course, I was really afraid how it will work, because as I said, so we are a company with a history. We have 300 employees, and okay, two years ago we started to, let's say, to onboard new competencies from new industries, which is more maybe familiar with innovation sprint approach and sprint approach as such and everything, but still we have many employees who has experienced this, I don't know, traditional approach of working. And of course I was afraid how it will work, but first of all, I think we did good by choosing those who will be part of innovation sprint. And as I said, it is 10% from our company, 30 employees from different location. Also different, let's say, legacy with Balcia. Some was employees with a longer working time with us, and there was newcomers, IT people, product people, legal people, marketing people, and everything. But yes, I was afraid because it's really something new, and the innovation sprint was built on different artificial intelligent tools, and of course I think you will agree that we are currently experiencing this very fast kind of change in area of artificial intelligence, and you need to follow it. And I remember I was not here at that time, but I was chatting with my colleagues how it's going. Is it everything okay? How our employees are like taking what Helva is trying to show to us. And the result was really good because we, as a board, we just said to us that let's try. And we were not expecting that we will really get some ideas which should be developed to make our business processes efficient. And 2 of those ideas was brilliant, and actually more. But currently we will move those two to the next stage. And so yeah, learning is you need to try. If you will not try, you will not know. Yes, and of course it yeah.
Very similar story like Laura told, our innovation factor is Helva, I'm surprised. But interesting insights from my side is that the first year actually was the reason COVID will go for you. Second, first time employees were actually kind of like, okay, what is this? I will participate because I don't know how it all works, and I will do that. Second time, they already know, okay, it takes time, I have to do some extra work, so maybe I will not be part this year. Yeah? So there is this culture of, again, the culture somehow plays a role in this, so who want to participate. And from the idea perspective, from the first year, we had one idea which was okay, which we also implemented and used, and this year actually we had also AI-based again idea which won, and about the item appraisal. So we are doing manually all the mobile phone, for example, appraisal how value is the item. So now we actually have some approach how we can do it with artificial intelligence, and that came out from the innovation sprint. So most likely it could come out also from everyday work, but this innovation sprint gives, okay, let's stop, let's do this very fast, rapid prototyping everything, and there should be something good. So my expectation was that we will do this like for 5 years, and maybe one idea in 5 years will be something that's jackpot. Yeah. So it's not that I will expect each year to be something there, but the first year was to just give employees the idea of how this happened. The second year was already we know how this happened. There was some drawbacks from that, but also the idea was much higher value.
And actually, from this practical takeaways, what we took from this sprint is, first of all, we will launch IE, let's say, internal team or hub. So actually, this sprint helped us to understand our internal talents, and one of participants from the sprint will be promoted to IT, not IT, but artificial intelligence team lead. So this is one takeaway what we took. Another takeaway we took was that okay, these are 10% of company who are currently into this innovation mood, but we need to expand this mindset. So we will launch AE months or learning months in September, where every day there will be a dedicated lecture on those topics, so that all our employees can participate. And basically the tagline of this initiative is from zero to hero. So basically like from really starting from scratch by educating our employees, and let's see where we will land.
Okay, thank you very much, Laura. One more round of applause. Yes. So, unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties with the sound, but we will send those videos later on. Thank you, Laura, for participation. This is for you from us.
Thank you.
Can I scroll
Yes,
it?
yes, yes.
Or it's
No, it's finished.
okay. Nauris, this is for you. Something from Chili Labs. Thank you for participation. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, thanks Balcia, Laura, and everyone involved for giving us this venue. Yeah, I'm really happy that you are so many today. Those who are first time, please let us know what you think. Please tell us. Yes, please scan the QR code. There is a survey how we can do better. Maybe you have a speaker, maybe you have someone, or you have a topic that you want to share with us. We are open to any feedback, any way or form. And yes, I guess then that's it. Both Nauris and Laura will stay for at least a couple of minutes. So if you have any questions, feel free. And thanks for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.